is normally really good.
Normally. And we're live. Hey everyone, welcome back to Chesh Breaks. I am one of your hosts, Chesh, and I actually have another host here with me. Who the fuck are you?
I am Adam. I guess people might know me from a couple of podcasts that I did a couple of years ago, NBA related, Hoops and Heroes. Recently, I've been very quiet and, I don't know, pillar of the Magic community, been around forever. I wouldn't say super active recent, just sort of lurking, but yeah, happy to be back on air.
It's hilarious, Adam, that we haven't technically bumped into each other. I think we've actually met once, but I don't think we've actually bumped into each other other than that. Considering all my Commander content under, Cheshire Plays Games.
I was gonna say the one format I kind of avoided was Commander in my 25 years of Magic. So
you're avoiding the best format, the best format.
I did. There's a basketball crossover with my Magic history, so I sold my Power 9 to go and see Kobe Bryant's last game.
I was about to berate you for that, but that's actually respectable.
Yeah, that was a big decision. But once Kobe announced his retirement, I said, "No, can't miss this," and that was the end of Magic: The Gathering for me.
Well, that's fair. All right. So speaking of stupid shit going on in the world,
yes.
So a LeBron James rookie, an RPA. The 23 just sold at Goldfin auctions for like $5 million US.
Yes, it was like 5.2 million or something ridiculous.
Yeah, it was. What's your thoughts on this sale?
This is where I kind of look at some of the RPAs I've got and go, one day.
Yeah. Like
overnight millionaire.
I get it because it's LeBron. There's, Space Jam is about to come out. So, he's following in those, like, the famous footsteps of Kobe, and maybe he can, like, try and wrangle himself an Oscar. Not likely because it's LeBron, let's be honest. But, and I'm sure he's a couple of years off retirement as well. So I kind of get it. But at the same time, I'm just like, I guess I want to see the pop report because if memory serves me right, of that number 23, there is only, I think, 2 of them that were graded a 9 or 9.5 or whatever it was in existence. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, I kind of get it. I kind of get it. But at the same time, $5 million is a lot of money for a piece of cardboard.
That is a lot of money, and Is it because LeBron, well, you don't get many LeBron autos?
No.
To start with.
Well, I mean, famously, he didn't sign signing rights with Panini. He was one
of the few.
Yeah, he was another that followed basically in the Michael Jordan footsteps.
Yes. Along with Ben Simmons, but really?
Does anyone care about Ben Simmons? I mean, I shouldn't say that, like, Australian pride, but I'm the type of person who goes, Australia Day? Yeah, that's not for me, thanks. I'll stay away from that whole debacle of debauchery, and I'll just have a couple of drinks by myself, rather than going to, like, some asshole's barbecue that you see, like, once a year.
Yes, exactly right. Actually, no, Australia Day just used to be basketball coaching for me, so... Anyway, card, what, like $5.2 million for a card? Come on, really?
And look, it's a rookie card, right?
Yep.
But we're not talking a Wilt Chamberlain rookie card, We're not talking like, well, Michael Jordan's not really a good qualifier here. Simply because
how much does the eBay 1 of 1 factor?
Well, I mean, it's got to factor somewhat into it, depending on the collector. And
true.
That is really depending on the collector. Like, I've got some numbered cards that are jersey numbered, like eBay 1 of 1. I don't give a shit. I don't particularly go and hunt them, but if I get them, like my Carson Edwards Nike swoosh is like 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like the guy sold it to me for $20, you know. But I didn't care. I just wanted a Carson Edwards Nike swoosh out of 5. That's an amazing card.
Exactly.
You know.
Yeah.
But some people like they think that, you know, an eBay 1 of 1, you know, because it's jersey numbered or because it's at the start or the end of a run, like for them that doubles the price. And you know, go fucking nuts. Absolutely, if you want to do that.
Hype that hype train.
Exactly. I mean, I feel sorry for any of the guys who are collecting a certain player where their number is never going to show up in a short print because their number's like over the number that the short print is to.
I started collecting started a side BC of Kyle Kuzma, and it's hard to get 0 in any.
Well, that's it, right? JT as a perfect example, right?
There you go. Anyone with 0.
Multiple other dudes.
Yeah, it's tough, but I guess there's the eBay 1 of 1 where you get a Kobe and Kobe's a unique example where you get number 8 of 24, and then everybody just flips out.
Exactly.
Yeah, but 5.2 millions for that kind of flip out. I'm like,
yeah, exactly. And like, you know, if you've got that kind of money to spend, like, power to you.
Yeah, true. I actually spoke with a few work colleagues recently, and they're talking about collectibles and cards in particular. And I said, well, a card's only worth what someone else is willing to pay for it.
Exactly.
If someone's prepared to pay $5.2 million for a card, I'd like them to come and have a look at my cards just on the off chance there's something that they want.
Exactly. In other news, I think that, and look, I'm going to say this. I know that there's a bunch of PSA fanboys out there and they're going to flip their shit. PSA seems to have gotten scared by HGA and are finally putting their money where their mouth is on AI grading or software-based grading. Let's be honest, it should be fucking called software grading because that's what it is. It's not artificial intelligence, you morons.
Yeah.
But putting their money where their mouth is and buying up an AI grading company so that they can implement AI grading, which is, don't get me wrong, it's a step up. That's what they promised that they would do years ago. So it's good to see them fulfilling their promises way too late. But no word on changing their fucking slab tag from the ugly ass red and white slab tags.
It is probably the ugliest slab tag I've ever seen, to be honest.
I just don't understand. Like, hey, we just like spent millions of dollars buying up this company, but we're not going to spend like, you know, $10,000 to upgrade our slab tags.
Yeah, and it's funny because people show off their slab cards, right?
in ugly ass slabs.
Like someone's put a sticky note on the damn thing and just it's horrible.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm excited because in a couple of months, my HGA, my first submission, which is only 4 cards, will come back from the US. And we've already secured Tyler Hitt, the owner and CEO of HGA, Hybrid Grading Approach, to come on when we get that sub back to
awesome.
talk about it, because I'm going to give him live reactions. As I said to him, like, the one thing you have to know when you come on, I'm brutally fucking honest. Like, it's the one thing that I will always say is I will be absolutely constructive but brutally honest. And he was like, I welcome it. And I'm like, oh, good, because if your slabs are as heavy as I've been told they are, that's going to be the first thing I'm going to be bringing up with you.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, this would be exciting. Yeah,
it's a big name, you know. For those wondering if we have some plans for Oz ComicCon coming up, we do. I can't talk or spoil that yet, but if you go and check out our mates over at Double Coverage, another NBA podcast from here in Melbourne, they're actually going to have our director, Maddie, from the Australian Trading Card Association on, who is going to be dropping big news about our next event here in Melbourne in July, as well as some of the talent we have coming to the show for some panels. and some live podcasts. So that's pretty exciting. Before we get into my bad purchasing decisions, we should probably just say a quick thank you to guff.com.au for being one of our sponsors. And of course, this content is brought to you by cheshbreaks.com.au. Yeah, that's me, motherfuckers. What's up? Go and buy that Rodman jersey. It's $250. It's a custom jersey, and it's got a Beckett COA with it. So buy it for your loved one or whatever. I don't care. I really need to figure out inventory management.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say you're right. You were talking about Rodman, so now it's on to bad purchases of the week.
Yeah.
Yep.
From one of the best defensive players in the NBA ever, the Worm, to regrets. And I'm looking down, and this Hakeem is the first of the regrets. So Instagram, Floyd Cards does a 30 for 30. So it's 30 spots, $30 mystery bags.
Yep.
And he opens them live.
You didn't get suckered into some repacks, did you?
And I was like, I'm just gonna do it because I feel like I want to. And I saw one of the other ones, and it was really good. There were a couple of like really bad duds, and I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'll take the risk because I needed something for mail time. And so I got this $5 Flare Center Spotlight.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Cool.
Poor life decisions
is
embodied in a card.
Yes. But getting better on the better life decisions is this. Now, those at home are probably thinking, what is with the weird Skybox Premium in a team bag? Well, it was all padding for the thing that you can see poking out just a little bit. So we got some shitty base that they've included just to like strengthen the card. Some AFL, I assume. I don't know. They're carrying
there's AFL cards padding the NBA stuff.
Some NBA, some more AFL select, and Killian Hayes, Hot Signatures green checker from NBA Hoops. And as people know, that is my current PC for this year is Killian Hayes, putting my money where my mouth is, and have been buying up all the Killian Hayes. The sad part is that I counted the other day how many Hoops base Killian Hayes I have. It's only 47 and not 50.
Need to work on that. We'll get you over the line.
Just need those extra 3 that are apparently in the mail. That I was hoping would have been received by today. I had some Shaqs that were supposed to be received by today as well. They haven't shown up, so probably in the next couple of days, in time for next week's mail time. Oh, you can't see that yet. I'm going to put that one all the way over here, just off camera. This one is hilarious because this is 2021 Prism. Another poor purchase decision, which wasn't that poor to be honest. I'm just going to move everything that they were using as padding because sure.
Oh, I love Prism.
So Zubac, Kyrie Irving, no sleeve, just used as padding. Poor Kyrie. Patrick Beverley, Frank, some guy I've never heard of, Josh Okogie, who I don't care about, Terrence Davis, and bam, a hyper Killian Hayes.
Oh wow.
I'm going to tell you that both of these
You're
I paid...
all in on Killian.
Oh yeah, both of these I paid $60 for. I feel like I overpaid for the signature. I probably should have only paid $50. But I really think that I got a good deal on this Hyper Prism. For sure. Like its centering is, I'm going to say pretty much like looks perfect to me. I would not be surprised if this doesn't get a 9.510. So
yeah, well, I was going to say centering is the one thing you can always be off by a tiny bit. It looks really good though. It looks it does look pristine.
And the surface is just gorgeous. No edge marks, no corner wear, nothing. Like just really happy with this purchase. So that is definitely going in my next HGA submission. Something that I've bought and flipped already is this gorgeous one of one Karl Malone from Revolution Auto. It is a sticker auto, not an on-card. However, this does tie into the Hobby Hangout, which is happening on the 29th of May in Sydney. So definitely check the socials for that, especially if you're following the Australian Trading Card Association on Instagram. Lawlerson killed the AFL cards. Guy must hate the Saints. I love it. Thanks, Phil. Yeah, so I bought this off one of the Cherry crew members from the Cherry Discord. Not one of the staff members, the actual, just one of the people that hang out, for $150, which I was pretty happy with. But then I went and sold it for $330. So made a good flip decision. I couldn't say no.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah. But this is going to the largest Karl Malone collector in Australia. So it will actually make its way to Sydney before the Hobby Hangout. And then it'll be shown off at the Hobby Hangout as well, with his collection. So yeah, I just couldn't say no. Like, Karl Malone is a secondary PC for me. My main PC of old guys is, of course, Larry Johnson, because Grandmama. And I just thought that was a good thing to do. So I was just like, yep, I'll let it go. That's fine. He's over here.
Oh, and especially a one of one. Yeah. It makes it difficult, yeah.
Yeah.
To say no.
And when it came up from one of the guys from the Cherry Discord to say, like, hey, I've got this one of one. I hear that you love Karl Malone. Do you want it? And I was like, oh, hell yeah. Because I was like, I'll just put it in my collection. It's a one of one. If I grade it, it'll probably get an 8.5 or an 8 because of the corner. Because the corner's a little bit whitened. Because Panini. Yep. And then when I put it up on Instagram, somebody tagged, said, Karl Malone, mailman collector. And I was like, yeah, I see where this is going. He's like, hey, if you ever want to move it, man. And I'm like, actually, I do. Because it helps me do this. Speaking of this, so my birthday is coming up on Monday, May 3rd. And my partner bought me an Elite Trainer box out of the goodness of their heart. And I thought that we could just go ahead and crack it for fun, rather than me putting it into inventory like I usually would. Not keeping any of the Elite Trainer boxes this year because I feel like they kind of learnt from last year and they produced a lot more of these. They're a lot easier to get this year. So I thought we could go ahead and crack it. No one cares about the inserts. Here we go. What we do care about, though, is everything in here. He says as he throws things around. I am keeping the code card for me. Yo, still on the way back from work, but keen on Zard. Sorry, what was that?
I haven't seen a Pokemon trainer box in a very long time.
I know, right? What do we got? We got dividers. Let's chop these over here. We get the gorgeous Eevee promo, which is cool. One looks a bit raggedy,
Very
to be
nice.
honest. Let's check that out later. I actually have like the previous Zard that is with PSA. That'll come back eventually. That'll be nice.
Nice.
Cool sleeves. I will use those on probably a draft deck. The next time I play Magic, just because I like to watch Magic players cringe. Tokens no one cares about. Alright. And all the boosters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, here we go. What do you reckon? Can we crack $1,000 Zard? Actually, I don't even know how much they are anymore. I don't remember. Hey, it's Penis Snom. It's like an ongoing joke. Oh, okay.
It's amazing how Pokemon cards never change.
No, they don't. Not since even back to the Wizards days. Alright, so we got a Kyogre Amazing Rare. So you can do the trick with these, huh? Alright. So if we go, what is it? 4? Code card down 4 to the front. Not that I really care, because I just want to get to, hey, the shiny Pokemon and stuff. So there's a nice shiny Obstagoon. Wow, this makes for great viewing. It's been a long time since I've actually ripped any Pokemon product. I don't even think I'm going to bother doing the trick, to be honest. Let's just go straight to the fun. We've got a reverse Indeedee. And our rarest Redmore. That was horrible. Worst pack ever.
What are we chasing?
And we're chasing full art Charizard. Is pretty much the biggest hit. Oh. There's something there. So we got a Luxray. And wham! Ooh. Okay. Grimmsnarl VMAX. That's nice.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a very nice looking card.
Do I have sleeves? I've got sleeves here somewhere, don't I? Thick cards. Regular. Here we go, regular. Yeah, I had all these plans for like NBA news, and then no news really came up that was discussion worthy other than the LeBron and the PSA thing. I was just like, guess I'm tapped out for this week. That's fine.
Yeah, there's not actually a lot happening from what I've seen. There's not much happening in the NBA in general. Like it's everyone's making their run for the playoffs. No real news.
Cramorant V. And a reverse Tropius. I mean, I guess finals just around the corner anyway, right?
Yeah, well, they announced, I think Brooklyn and Utah have clinched their playoff berth, which means over the next couple of weeks, you're going to see a lot of teams locking in. I'm still excited about the playoff tournament.
Flipbug as our shiny. And Yen Mega as our rare. Yeah, I'm keep sitting here just thinking, like, I wonder what we'll see, like, what will happen to Carson Edwards, damn it. The collection is sitting here, just waiting for him to go off. Right, here we go. Nope. It's a Morpeko V. I mean, get some good hits, but no Zard yet. What are we gonna get? Our rare is Zarude. And our reverse is a Morpeko. Wow. 2 packs left.
Good to go.
I feel like I should be slow rolling, but quite frankly, I hate the slow roll. And we've got Crobat VMAX. That's nice. And Gym Trainer. Last pack. Can we get some last pack mojo? I'm gonna say probably not. Professor's research.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
No. And Dartrix. But you know what? It was fun to rip.
Oh, cracking packs is always fun.
Yeah, and I don't really get to do it enough. Because it's, you know, as soon as you open a box and you remove that wrapper, you know that you've likely lost money.
Very, very true. Very, very true.
You good hits from an ETB. First one I had was trash. Yeah, Goose, I'm not surprised. Your first one looked really trash. What's your thoughts on Strixhaven, says Zach Smart. What are my thoughts on Strixhaven? Here in Australia, we kind of got a bit fucked over by the fact that we didn't get pre-release on time. That compounded with the fact that when a release here is late, it means you can't make money on Magic, on singles at all. So it screws over our local shops, and it screws over small guys like me trying to make, trying to get a business running, basically. It's bad for us. How do I feel like Strixhaven plays? Kind of bad, to be honest. In Commander, there's some very interesting cards, but nothing that's like really piquing my interest that much. I bought the spells deck, the Spells Matters deck, the Prismati or whatever, because I wanted a new Commander deck, and that's the only one I could think of to buy. The fact that the product pricing has changed for Commander again, like we've gone from the quote-unquote smaller decks that were like 40 Australian to like the bigger decks, which are 60 Australian, for no reason, is a confusing indicator, especially when there's talk of them going back to the $40 model after this and using the $60 model for the standout flagship of the year. And it's like, why the fuck are you doing? Like, I genuinely don't understand. The set itself was solved too fast for draft and for sealed. It was basically like, you can usually play a set for a good couple of weeks, if not a good couple of months, before it's fully solved out for everyone. And this felt like very quickly you knew exactly what you needed to draft, and if you couldn't draft it, you knew you were just going to fail in the draft rather than like getting by in the skin of your teeth like you usually can. What do you think, Adam? How was Strixhaven for you?
I actually haven't looked at the new set at all, but look, and I probably should have. I've been talking with a couple of friends about potentially getting back into Magic and dabbling, but it's a bad well to go down. I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but if a format's solved on pre-release weekend, it's not a good sign.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, oh, I've opened my pre-release kit and I know everything about this.
Yeah, I think
if you can draft it off the bat, that's not fun.
Yeah, I think part of the constant problem there as well is the fact that we have to keep dealing with these shitty delays, which fucks Australia over. I really think that is a really massive problem. And look, it's not entirely Wizards' issue per se, because even if they know that there's going to be delays, it's not like they can just magically ship product early. And I think a lot of people don't really understand how shipping, especially international shipping, works. But I also feel like something could be done, like maybe, hey, we'll probably, need to plan ahead because Australia, New Zealand, Asia Pacific might have delays again. We need to, delay going forward.
Yeah.
And they won't do it. They'll never do it, basically, because we're not their number one market. We're their number, I think, 3 market for APAC. Because it goes.
APAC is definitely not at the top of the heap.
Exactly. I'm pretty sure it goes like US, UK, and then APAC, which is Asia Pacific. Yeah. So
Yeah, we're definitely
not
a high priority.
Yeah. So that is my thoughts on that. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like the product is expensive. The collector box that I busted was really, really hot. But if it didn't have that DT foil Japanese alt art in it, I would have bust. There's not enough value in the set from a reprint standpoint, or from an alt art standpoint, that really makes me want to go and crack another box of Strixhaven collector boosters. I was offered another box at $360, and quite frankly, I don't think I could make back $360, and there's not enough in the set that I want outside of like an Approach of the Second Sun, because low white combo. That I really want to get from the set. I would rather just go and spend my $4 and buy a foil Approach than go and spend $360 and try and crack a mythic that I might not get at all.
Yeah. Yeah, the EV doesn't seem high.
No, no, it's not good. And it's funny because that's what I was saying when we were doing our event as well on the weekend. Is that people don't understand that the expected value of a box is, generally speaking, a losing proposition, but a lot of the time it's much worse than that. Thanks for answering my question, boys. You're welcome, Zach. Card Experience says Zion 1's just dropped. That's dangerous. I make sure I will not check out the Zion 1's because I will want to buy a pair. And I have my Jordans up behind me that I don't wear because my feet are too big. I mean, technically speaking, they're size 12, but my feet are big and those are narrow for some reason. Which doesn't make sense. They're a bit uncomfy. But Zion 1's just, they look really cool. But there was some, what were they? I don't think they were Jason Tatum's. I think they actually might have been LeBron's, which were like hyper green with a turbo looking thing in the sides of them. Looked really cool. I really wanted a pair of those. But I just keep thinking, like, I don't play basketball at this age. I don't think I could get back out on the court and play because of my knees. US size 12, yes. I'm like 6'1.5", almost 6'2". I have big feet because I am a tall boy. What about you? What shoes, Adam, would you be thinking about buying if you could buy like any pair of NBA shoes?
I've actually got a regret of a pair that I didn't buy. Because I did explain I was probably a little bit obsessed with the late great Kobe Bryant.
A little bit.
I do have a pair. I bought 2 pairs off the Nike ID store of the Mamba Moments, which is when he passed Jordan on the all-time scorers list. So I've still got a brand new pair of those, size 9.5, sitting, gathering. Well, the box is gathering dust, I guess. I wore the other pair to death. And I think I've got a total of about 14 or 15 pairs of Kobe's lying around.
Jeez.
So,
yeah,
that's probably news if it hasn't been discussed already. Is Vanessa Bryant couldn't come to an agreement with Nike.
Oh wow.
To produce any more Kobe, so they're parting ways.
That's not great.
A bit sad. I thought it would be in Nike's interest to to continue to even just reproduce any of the old Kobe's.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you'd make money on them regardless because they're Kobe's, but
if the license to print money, exactly right.
Obviously, they don't want to pass any of that money on to onto Kobe's widow.
Yes,
this is what I'm getting from that. Because
I think they come back to the table. I think at some point, this is revisited, and you'll hear a story about Vanessa Bryant agreeing to terms with Nike. And
you know what? Yeah. I'm pretty sure that what we will see is we will actually see Vanessa Bryant signing with somebody like Reebok.
Oh wow!
Like, I could just imagine one of the other shoe companies going, "Oh, they passed. Now's my time, baby. Now's my time to get back on top." Because like
that'd be interesting.
Reebok has become basically like the bargain basement shoe. Like, when was the last time we gave a fuck about Reeboks? What, Reebok pumps?
the pumps what in the early 90s.
I had a pair of white ones, so you know.
I think my parents bought me a pair of knockoff pumps, and I'm like, these aren't Reebok, but I don't want to wear these. Now you're embarrassed if you get a pair of Reeboks, isn't it? It's like, what is Reebok?
Yeah, it's funny because the two things I keep thinking about is like, my first pair of basketball shoes were Reebok pumps, and my second ones were the Larry Johnson Grandma Hypers with the gel cushioning in the heel.
Oh yes.
It would be interesting to see somebody like Converse go back to making basketball shoes,
like a retro collection.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing. Yeah.
And then
I remember a pair of Air Raids that I had, like Scottie Pippen. Oh yeah.
Just imagine that. You'd bring back like all sorts of cool shoes.
And that's the thing. Like shoes were cool, and there were different manufacturers.
Yeah, yeah. When it wasn't
Nostalgia of the
a monopoly.
'90s. I tell you what,
it is strong with this one, yes.
it was a different time.
it was. That's what I keep telling people about, like, you know, with basketball collecting, like even with Magic. So those that might not remember back in the before times, there was a place on the Gold Coast called Trading Faces, which was predominantly basketball and sports, but also sold a lot of Magic. We used to go there and buy Alliance's booster packs at $5 a pop, $4.99, no joke, with your 1 cent change. Ugh.
Oh yeah, yuck, yep.
Yeah. So we used to crack just booster upon booster. At this point, we had more force of will than what we knew to do with. So the joke was, if you cracked a force of will, you ripped it.
Wow.
Looking back from now point of view, we are dumbasses. We ripped up thousands of dollars of force of wills. We removed force of wills.
It's funny because what was an uncommon, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was an uncommon. It was an uncommon too. So technically speaking, towards the rare, but still an uncommon, because there was no uncommons technically speaking in alliances. It was common, uncommon 1, uncommon 2.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
But we used
to... it was only a supplementary set.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Ice Age was the big set.
Yes, and we bought a lot of that, thinking that like one day Ice Age is going to be worth like good money. Ugh, jeez. Ice Age and Weatherlight. Just should have bought more Mirage. Should have bought more Mirage.
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
That brings back memories.
Look, to be honest, I'm the type of person who wants to still put back together a 1.5 CAD Bloom deck. That tells you how long I've been playing for.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's old school.
Yeah. Well, I think we've ripped everything and we've shown off stuff, and I think it's time for dinner. Adam, thank you very much for hanging out. It's great to have a new co-host.
Yeah, this has been awesome.
And I think you do okay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. To say I'm gonna get the itch to buy cardboard again. This could be bad for my health.
It could be. Who's your favorite player outside of Kobe, though?
Outside of Kobe, I actually still do have a soft spot for Julius Randle, and Kyle Kuzma is my current PC.
So. Julius Randle.
Loved Randle. Absolutely loved Randle when he played in LA. Been watching him since, and it's really good to see him thriving in New York.
This got me thinking. I should probably show you one of the things that I'm gonna be getting graded soon. There it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Z-Force rookie.
That is nice.
And I picked it up for like $80. Which is funny because so Kobe rookies were on the decline there for a little bit for some reason. People were starting to ship them out and get rid of them. So I was like, I'm just gonna buy one, and one is enough. And I should have bought more. So I found somebody that I trusted with a Z-Force rookie, who was selling it. And I was like, all right, cool. So you want $80 for it? Can you send me some pictures? And I looked at the pictures and I was like, yeah, that looks good. That looks good. I'll buy that. And then like 2 weeks later, it's already like $140 raw. And I'm like, that was a good purchasing decision, Al. Good job, buddy. And then
yeah, it's the prices for rookies just in general, or Kobe especially. I'm confused. I think I'll hold on all my stuff.
But he's dead. It's not like they're going to print anymore. Why are they still going up?
There's a Hall of Fame induction coming up.
There is, with Michael Jordan.
I think that'll see a bit of a peak.
Yeah, so I should probably send this off Express and get it Express graded, I think.
Yeah.
Sounds like a good idea.
It's I'm still shocked. I occasionally look up to see what Kobe's are going for, like different autos and things, and
I see you there,
Yeah.
Cherry Collectibles. How you doing? It's probably Charlie. It's just like side eyes.
Yep. Popping the eyes in.
Popping them in. Yeah, cool. All right. I think we'll leave it there. Thank you so much,
Yep.
Adam.
Thank you for having me.
That's all
Yeah,
right.
this is going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be back. We will be back next Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. AEST with hopefully a special guest. I don't know who the fuck the special guest is going to be yet. I'm going to figure that out. But it's definitely going to be
Special guest
someone.
TBA.
Yeah. And we will see you then. So from myself, I guess go and follow Chesh Breaks on Instagram and Twitter. Join our Facebook group. That's facebook.com/groups/Chesh Breaks. And remember to check out guff.com.au and cheshbreaks.com.au. Adam, do you have anything that you need to pimp?
I've got nothing to plug at the moment. Yeah, I will have some links and bits and pieces because I am relatively active, but yeah, TBA.
Cool. Well, when you get those links up and running, send them to me
Yep.
and I'll make sure to put them in videos.
Too easy.
Cool. All right, everyone. See yous.
Cheers.
Keep cracking packs.